I've literally just done my whole intro to this video and didn't click record, so let's try again. Hi guys, welcome back. Oh my word, honestly, my life at the minute, this just sums up like how I'm feeling at the minute. Not how I'm feeling, but just like mum brain. I went into a shop the other day and they had like one of the Costa machines, and yeah, I clicked to get a coffee and didn't put a cup under it. I just assumed that it was just one of the, I think only hospitals have these where like the cup pops down first. So yeah, the coffee all went just straight through the machine. But anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys for watching this video. I am doing a sit down, like catch up, get ready with me. I am going to a Christmas party tonight with Lenny, so I needed to do my makeup because I look like a zombie. So I thought, well, while I'm doing my makeup, we may as well do a little catch up. I popped a question box on my Instagram, so people have asked me a couple of questions and I thought I could talk through them while doing my makeup. So if you want to know what I've been getting up to recently, how I've been feeling, how Lenny's been feeling, and just want to catch up, then please keep watching. So I've just done my skincare. This was where I was up to when I thought I was recording and I wasn't. So I'm going to try again, do my skincare just with the same skincare that I always use. I've just done my brows actually not so long ago, just done a wax and tint. So hopefully they don't need too much work. I have started doing things like slightly differently again. I've started doing my brows first again. I just change it up all the time, but still always use the same products and stuff. So I'm not going to talk through what I'm using. I just want to do like a catch up today. So let's get straight into it. I have been feeling so festive. For anybody that follows me on Instagram, you will just see like just how many festive things I've been doing with Lenny this week, because for anybody that doesn't know, I actually am a nail tech, so Christmas is like our busiest time of year. So from like tomorrow, which will be Thursday when this goes up, I literally will hardly see Lenny much. I will, but I won't have time to go and do festive things. So this week I really needed to just feel like cramming everything that I wanted to do with him. So I thought a good place to start today would be a lovely question that I got was, how are you doing, mama? It can be so hard being a first time mum and you're smashing it. Honestly, it literally makes me emotional when other mums like message you things like that. I just think it's so empowering when like other mums praise other mums and help each other out. This person in particular, she got in touch when I was struggling with with how Lenny was, and her baby went through the like exact same thing as Lenny. So it's so nice when other mums literally give you advice. I feel like gone are the days of having really perfect brows, so I'm just quickly carving them out. Nothing crazy. To that question, so actually I'm finally doing really well. I haven't spoke too much about like how I've actually been feeling, because I try and keep my channel like quite positive, as well as keeping it real. Like, I just don't want everyone to always feel like when they come on the channel like it's really not a depressing place to be, but I always try and keep things real, but I don't want it to be real to the point where like it scares people, because I'm aware that if somebody is about to be a new mum and has like listened to any of my vlogs where I've mentioned how hard I found it and stuff, I don't want that to worry people and scare people, because obviously every baby is totally different and every new mum experiences things so differently. But my experience has been, it's been hard. Yeah, it's been really hard. Like, I feel like I'm going off on a bit of a tangent, but I wanted to touch upon this on my YouTube at some point. So I feel like now, while we're sat down just having a chat and a catch up, I feel like now is the perfect time to talk about it. So like I have mentioned so many times, we've struggled with Lenny, we've struggled with his milk, we've struggled with just keeping him calm every day because we didn't know what was wrong. And he's now in a place where he's so happy, he's just coming on leaps and bounds, and that has now put me in like a perfect, no, not perfect, that's not the right word, it's put me in a positive frame of mind, and it's really helped me because he's doing okay. So I feel like I'm really struggling to get out what I want to say, but basically, yeah, I've found things really tricky, and I'm not putting a label on anything. I'm not saying I've had like postnatal depression. I'm not saying I've had anxiety, because I don't actually truly know what's been going on. All I know is that I was in a really bad place. Like, I genuinely was really in a bad place. Yeah, I just felt like, is this what mum life is? Is this actually what it is every day? Like, trying to calm my baby down. Like, is it surely, like, there were days where I was like, surely there is more to this. And I was, honestly, I was getting to the point where I was even starting to like get jealous in a way of other mums that were posting like going out every day with the babies, because I was like, I can't physically do that with my baby because he will literally scream the whole time. So to cut a long story short, I'm feeling good now. Like, I am in a really good place because, like I say, because Lenny's in a good place. But no, I haven't been. It was hard, and I feel like I've only just truly started enjoying being a mum, which is really sad because he's 5 months old. But it took 4 months to find out what was actually wrong with him. So I don't know why I'm finding this so hard to talk about. I just think something like this is really hard to talk about because I almost don't want to offend anybody, because there is mums that have, like, some mums go through the worst postnatal depression, like they struggle to bond with the baby. So that's why I don't want to actually put a label on what's been happening with me. But I was literally at a point where it was kind of coming between my relationship, it was affecting me, how I was as a mum, because I was just finding things so difficult. But yeah, anyway, everything's good now. Thank you for asking. I am doing really well. Loving being a mum, loving watching Lenny develop. I just feel a little bit sad that it's took so long for him to get to this point and for me to get to this point, but we're there now, so there's no point keep dwelling on the past. I'm feeling good, Lenny's good, and that's that. But any mums that are going through like some hard times, please know like you're not on your own, because it can be such a lonely place, even though it's meant to be like the most amazing experience, it's meant to be the most magical time. Like, it's not always like that, and I know that firsthand. So honestly, drop me a message if you want to chat, because I'm here to talk to you guys. I feel like that literally took so long and I didn't even really say what I wanted to say, but it's just a really hard thing to talk about, isn't it? So the next question is, if you could give Lenny one piece of advice to carry through life, what would it be? One piece is such a hard like thing to try and figure out. What I like to do, I don't know if I've ever said this before, but when I do these sort of YouTubes where I ask questions on my Instagram first, I try and not think about them too much pre-filming this, because I like it to come from like a really genuine place, and like just off the cuff, like bam, that's what I want to give him, that's the advice I want to give him. So I think I just want him to be happy first and foremost. Like, all I want for Lenny is to be happy, and whatever makes him happy, I want him to do that, if that makes sense. So like, if there's a career that he wants to try and drive towards, and if that makes him happy, go for it. If there's a sport that he wants to play, do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just want him to be happy and not regret anything, even from like a really young age, that is. And yeah, I think that's the main advice. Like, I don't want him to ever regret anything. And I mean, I think advice, like, as well, it's a tricky one, because advice, does that come under like parenting advice, if that makes sense? Like, I obviously want him to be well mannered, I want him to be well behaved. Putting the like parenting advice to one side, just be happy and just do whatever you want. there is no, like, the sky is the limit. Like, for example, don't think what others will say about it. So, like with my YouTube, if I sat there and genuinely, like, and actually thought about what some people will think of this, I wouldn't do it. But there is that many amazing people that, like, come to me and say all sorts of amazing things. It makes me want to do it. But, like, I don't want him to ever think. I don't know, I'm struggling, like, with what I want to say today, but I am really struggling to get out what I want to say. I just don't want him to ever put other people's thoughts about him first before his own, because there's so many times growing up that I was like, oh, I can't do that because of what they'll think. And I think so many young people are like that now. So everything that I've just said, that. So I hope you're all enjoying the build up to Christmas. I think the build up for me, even before Lenny, like, I've always loved the build up. I mean, I love Christmas Day, but I also love Boxing Day, and I love the in-between days. I don't know why. I just feel like there's so much pressure to really enjoy Christmas Day. I don't know. Does anybody else feel like that, or is that just me? Next question is, what are you most excited for on your wedding day? Oh my god, there's so many things that I was, like, excited for my wedding day. I feel like once the new year's here, I'll be like, I'm getting married next year, which is just insane. Like, I can't believe it's going to just creep up on us, or, like, so quickly, even though it's summer. I'm missing a brush. Even though it's summer of 2023, I just feel like it will be here before we know it. One thing, honestly, like, this is such a small part of the day. Obviously, I am so excited to actually be marrying Alex, of course, but there's this part of the day that I think about all the time, and it's actually between two people in my life, but the same thing that's going to happen. So I always visualise the moment that my dad sees me for the first time and Alex sees me for the first time. And that moment, and my granddad actually, all three of them men are just so important to me, and the thought of them seeing me literally is just, it gives me goosebumps. My dad especially, he will be an absolute blubbering mess. He won't be able to hold himself together, and I don't know what Alex will be like. He's not a crier, so I don't know if he'll cry, but he's got to be emotional, hasn't he? And if he doesn't, we'll run again until he cries. We'll keep going, like, we'll keep doing it over and over. But yeah, they're like such important bits to me for the day, and I just hope and pray that the photographer gets them bits, like, captured, them parts captured, because I will be very upset if she doesn't. I don't know how much to film over Christmas, because obviously I want to try and still do regular uploads, but I just can't decide, like, whether to vlog certain days. Like, I just don't know what to do. My best friend's home this weekend, so we've definitely got content coming this weekend because she's dying to get on the channel. But yeah, I don't know, I just can't decide, like, what to film over Christmas. I've finally worked out how to use these. It's only took me 23 years of living to figure it out, but I figured it out. So for anybody that doesn't know, even though I'm probably the last person on earth to know, I have started, like, clamping down, curling the lashes for like 5 seconds, and then straight away quickly putting the mascara on. And I've found, you probably can't really see, but every lash is just, like, really separated and fluffy. So it's only just about time that I've realised that. I don't know what's happened to this eyelash, but it's so frustrating. It has a really big split in the middle. I can never do this eye as well. It's really annoying. So if I show you up close, you can see that split. Actually right there. It just separates when I do it. It's so annoying. But I just want to go back to the question where I touched upon, like, not feeling myself and stuff when I had Lenny. I was umming and ahhing whether to do, like, a full on sit down chat about that period of time, but I just didn't know whether one, anybody would want to even like listen to that, or two, whether like it's a bit depressing. But if you do want me to do a sit down chat just about actually like how I was feeling, what I was going through, what like anything, just let me know, because I actually will do a sit down chat, because I just think it's so important to discuss like that side of being a new mum. So yeah, let me know if you want me to do a full sit down chat about that. I do have another question to answer, and it's, what do you hope to achieve in 2022? Well, so obviously I want to achieve like happiness and health, good health for my family and friends. But honestly, like, I just really hope to achieve everything that I have in store with my YouTube. I just have so many amazing ideas for my YouTube, and I have a vision of where I want it to go, and I just, yeah, I hope 2022 brings me all them things that I want to achieve, because I'm literally wanting to work so hard to get to that. Obviously I already had my first job not so long ago with Jakes of London, which is amazing. I have like, I know some people literally write down what they want to achieve, but I have it all in my head. And I wanted to achieve my first job by Christmas. I did actually want to hit a certain amount of subscribers by Christmas, so fingers crossed we get to that. But yeah, I just hope we get to where I want to get to with my YouTube. So guys, that's gonna go ahead and finish this little video. I know it weren't a super long one, but I just think it's nice to just do a sit down, like catch up video, because I know I've been vlogging so much. But yeah, if you aren't already, please subscribe to my channel, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all in the next one.